Well, so yes, that can happen. More often than not, it's a Salvation Army officer like me who stands there, usually me, sometimes a visiting Salvation Army preacher, but occasionally we've had other preachers as well come. Yeah. No, we don't. And it's a good question, actually. We're one of the few churches that don't have the Eucharist or the Lord's Supper in our services. And the reason for that, again, it's nothing to do with doctrines or biblical. It's going back to what I told you earlier about William and Catherine Booth wanting the church to be accessible to people. Because back in Victorian England, you couldn't go forward and take communion unless you were part of the hierarchy. You know, a poor person just couldn't do that. So the way they got around that is they just realised that you know, communion is a helpful outward sign, but it's not absolutely essential to knowing Jesus. So actually the Salvation Army don't practice Eucharist. But say if I'm at another church and the Eucharist is happening, then I will join in. So it's not a taboo subject. In fact, we don't do that. Baptism, no. Are you thinking of children being baptised? Is that what you're thinking? Or yeah? We have what we call a dedication ceremony. Some churches have that. Some call it baptism, some call it christening, some call it dedication. So in fact this Sunday I will be dedicating one of our new babies in our congregation. But we don't have baptism, we don't have water, we don't do adult baptism neither. And again, because it's one of the sacraments, you know, there are a number of sacraments, the Lord's Supper, Eucharist, baptism, and so it comes within just the whole remit of the Salvation Army don't do that because of its historical connotation.